Good evening, everyone. I don't have anybody on yet. Good evening, everyone. If you are here, kindly help me share the link to Can you hear me? Hello, if you can hear me, please go to the comment section and say yes, I can hear you. I can't see anybody here. Do we have people here? Like, it's been 1 month of learning, so I expect that we have people who are excited, people who have learned a lot and are just happy. But I can't see anybody in the call. Is it okay? I'm not seeing any comment section yet. Any comment yet. So please tell me you're here. Let me know that you're here and that you had an amazing. Okay. So Ufoma says I can hear you. Hi Ufoma. So please tell us where you're joining from and your course area. Hi, yeah, hi Kendi. Kendi, where you're joining. Just so my name is Kendi. I'm joining from Lagos. I'm joining from USA, and I belong to the UI UX. Do you belong to the software testers or project management, front end guys, or cloud computing? Just tell us where. Yeah, just tell us so we know how many people. Who are you representing tonight? Ufoma says, I'm Ufoma joining from Lagos and in software testing. You're welcome, Ufoma. It's so good to have you here. Okay, while we wait for other people, just tell us your name, where you're joining from. I see that more people have joined. Please, your name and where you're joining from. Hi, my name is John Blees, Port Harcourt, UI UX. You're welcome, John Blees. So good to have you here. We're going to be starting soon with the amazing. Well, so we're going to be starting at 10 minutes past 6 with the amazing projects that you all have done. So we have the yes, we have the software testers here, and then we have the UI UX who are going to be presenting what they have done to us tonight to just see the group process. We had people join who had no idea, maybe when Ufoma and maybe when Bleeze come on, they can then tell us, did you have an idea of what UI UX was? Did you have an idea of what software testing, and then your growth process, how it has helped you become a better person? Of course, you know that with the knowledge that you have now, you going into the field, it's definitely not the same thing. It's definitely not the same thing. You are definitely not on the same level with somebody who is just starting. Okay, so I have Aina Victor, Lagos software testing. Great. I have Kende joining from Lagos also in software testing. Software testing, like everybody is from software testing. What's happening? Where are the other people? I think this cohort, you should give it to the software testing guys. You guys are the majority because I have just one UI UX and then software testing. So please, if you have just joined, just tell us your name and Ufoma, I see you. I see you. Don't worry, my guys are ready for you. I trust them. Trust them. See, you software testers, you guys brag a lot, and I understand. My UI UX people were cool, calm, and collected. We do not talk too much. We just deliver results. No shade. We just deliver results. Oh, I'll let you have your time. Okay. Yes, if you're just joining, please tell us where you're joining from, your name, where you're joining from. We're starting at 6:10, and we will be starting with John Blees, who is in the UI UX uh, team. He's going to be showing us the design they came up with. He came up with the design he came up with, and he's going to walk us through the process. He's going to tell us. So, Victor and Ufoma, please take notes. You're going to tell us your experience so far. Then you tell us if you actually had an idea of the area you are. If it's, for example, UI UX, were you a beginner? Did you have an idea? And then how it has actually helped you design a beautiful project. Trust me, the website is amazing. And of course, we're still going to go ahead and develop it, but in 1 week, you did amazing. And I can't wait for everyone to actually see what you have done. So we'll start as soon as it's 10 minutes past 6. Okay, we have 1 minute more. If you just joined, hey, another software tester. Are we safe? If I hope we're safe, I don't understand. Anyway, like I said, we do not brag. Let me just say, we do not brag. We deliver results. We deliver results. So yes, it is well. So we have Adebimpe. I'm humble now. Adebimpe from Lagos, and she's part of the software testing team. We have Sunday from Enugu. Okay. Jeffat from Enugu, software testing. Okay, amazing. I give it to you guys. You guys are amazing. So please, are you ready for us? Just tell me in comment section if you're ready for us so I can bring you in to actually show the amazing design that you came up with. Please, are you there? Are you ready for us? Yay, good to go. Okay, please, welcome. So
Thank you very
over to
much.
you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Can you hear me? Am I clear?
Yes, you are clear.
Okay, so if you can hear me on the other end, just type good to go so I know people are with me. just type good to go with an emoji or something. If you can hear me, please, so I know I'm with people. Right? So the name is Johnson Bliss, not John Bliss, but Bliss for short. It works. Thank you very much. Ufoma E says good to go. Chibezi, you said sure you are. Okay, I said good to go. Okay, so practically because of time, my experience for this one, it's been a short 1 month for some reason. It's been quick, and it's been, it's been a lot. It's been enlightening. It's been eye opening. It's been marvelous, right? So I want to thank the organizers of this whole court for this big opportunity, because I think, it's blessing. It's a blessing. It's a blessing to lives to actually come here and, learn this. So for 1 month, my experience has been awesome. I think the first week for me was amazing, because coming to this platform, I really did not know a lot about tech, the whole tech stuff. So it was eye opening from the first day. I think the first guy who, the front end guy, I've forgotten his name. Forgive me, please. The front end guy was, amazing. For some reason, I was thinking front end, because the way he delivered the whole project was nice and it was eye opening. I really didn't know anything about front end or back end. Then product managing, for me, cybersecurity was amazing also. Everybody did themselves flawless. UX UI, coming to UX UI, I did not have an idea of what it was per se, but I've heard of something, the UX UI stuff, UI UX, anyone use stuff, and but I really didn't have concretely what I didn't know concretely what it. I knew it was something about design, but then I didn't know what it really was. I had no idea of the whole thing. So for some reason, somebody sent a link that got to me, and I was like, okay, I'm free. I should make out time to join this whole program, right? So it's been eye opening. We have a marvelous teacher, over marvelous. She's a natural teacher, right? Because she breaks everything down to beat. So you really don't have to struggle to find out, okay, what is this, what is that? Because as you can see from the screen, at a point you can get lost. What do I have to click? But then she's a good teacher. I just really want to appreciate her, right? So for me, I've learned a lot. It's 1 month, but I think I have to still even go back to the whole the classes we had and refresh the whole stuff, because I think it's a whole lot in a short time. But then we practice, we would get used to the whole thing, right? So I've learned a lot. It's been insightful. It's been, it's been good. It's been a really good experience, right? But then I got more curious about the whole thing, and I joined some groups, some UX UI groups on LinkedIn. I really don't do the Facebook stuff, but then I followed some pages on Instagram, and I got to understand that this is just the basic. As big as it's looking, this is just the basic. There's a lot with animation. There's a lot with animation. There's a lot with you finding out good color schemes, color gradients, you being able to arrange the page, hierarchy, and all those stuff. When you begin to see the work of other people, you'll be like, it's really big actually. But then for me, it's directed me. It has directed me, you know, in this part. It has given me a good direction on how to go about the whole UX UI design stuff professionally, how to go about it, and it's a good foundation for me. It's a good base for me, right? And yeah, practically, even with the I think for me, the Saturday meetings, for some reason I don't miss them. The Saturday meetings are always awesome. you know I think the last speaker was Mama, be minister Mama minister Mary,
Hello? Are you guys there? Is it just me or I can't hear Bliss again? Okay, please let me know if you're there. Okay. Okay. Can you hear me? Please let me know in the comment section. I think the network is okay. Got logged out. So so basically yeah, we all heard what he we'll just wait a bit for him to join back, but we basically heard what he had to say. And honestly, 1 month for UI UX, and not just UI UX, it's a whole lot. So there's little you can actually learn, and technically it wasn't like 1 month, it was 2 weeks of learning, 1 week of you deciding what course you want to join, 2 weeks of learning, and then 1 week of you actually doing a project that you so like honestly I salute the UI UX. I give it to you. And the design that was on the screen was actually, so the last cohort we did a design, and when Blaze was he single-handedly worked on this. So he's back now. I'm going to be adding Blaze. So
Wow, I didn't even know I went off. I've been talking for the past. Where did I stop, please?
please, you're on. Okay.
Please, where did I stop? I can't remember where I stopped. Okay, I'll just summarize everything. I'll
Of the
summarize
shared
everything.
screen. So
Yeah, I apologize for going off. I didn't even on this. I didn't notice I was off until I started asking for reply. Right. So practically, I was talking about my whole experience for this 1 month. It's been amazing from the first week. I think I just have to say everything again. From the first week was great, was awesome, an eye opener. For me, front end, the first presentation was really amazing. I was already thinking about front end, then every other product management, cloud computing, um, cyber security for me was interesting because it was something I always thought about, but I didn't know, right? And coming to this place, just opened my eyes to it. Then for UX UI, I had an idea of it. I really didn't know what it was. I knew there was something called clinical UX UI designing, and it had to do with designs, but I didn't know, I knew nothing about it. I just knew, I just had a thought about it, or just the name, just simply the name about it. But then, yeah, coming to this program, it was basically from zero, right? But then I think I've been enlightened. I now know a bit more about the whole tech thing, which is very interesting. It has been impactful for me. It's been insightful for me, right? Then I was trying to speak about the Saturdays, the meetings we have on Saturday, which for me I think it's really important because I know everybody here is doing this for money. Everybody, maybe some persons are trying to change career paths, or just have maybe a second line of income, or and just a stress-free a stress-free line of income or something like that, right? Which is good, which is okay, which is necessary. But I think the meetings we have on Saturday, I think the last speaker was Minister Minister Mama Ibironke, Minister Ibironke, which was, she just spoke the heart of God. And for me, I think it was really impactful because I, 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 planting in our lives for his own, will, how we position and align ourselves in will, how to use this tech thing productively, even as God wants us to use it. So for me, it's been amazing. It's been, structured. The whole program is well structured. I don't think I can pick out something that needs to be changed, although change and improvement is constant, right? So I just want to thank the organizers for this opportunity. It's been a big blessing. It's been massive for me. I came from zero, knowing nothing about the UX UI thing. I got curious, from watching the lessons. I also wanted to say, I don't know if I said before, like our tutor over marvelous. She is marvelous. Her name is not a fluke. She's actually marvelous. She's a good teacher, right? I think she's a natural teacher because she takes things, she breaks things down simply from, you really don't have to begin to find out, okay, what is this? Because if you can look at the screen at some point, it's scary. At some point, you don't know where or what to do, right? But she's a good teacher. She breaks things down for us, and it's been easy, it's been simple, it's been a good experience for me. That's taught me a lot about it. At some point I got curious. I joined some community on the UX on LinkedIn. I went to LinkedIn, joined some UI UX community. I follow some pages on Facebook, and you just get to know that this is basically the foundation of the whole thing. This is not even 10% of the whole UX UI stuff, right? And you get to see people, the project of other people, and it's amazing. There's a lot about animation, there's a lot about color schemes, color gradients, how to put your stuff, hierarchy, and just a lot is big, right? But I think it's a solid foundation to direct anybody, to direct me on how to improve, how to keep getting better, and the whole career path in UX UI designing, right? So it's been impactful. I thank God for this opportunity, right? So if you're still with me, you can just type something, please. Just type something. I don't know what, maybe an emoji or something, or type you're still with me, so I know people can hear me and we can continue. So you can put up the page. You can put up the page. I don't know. I'm trying to. Is somebody still there with me?
We can hear you. So
Okay.
so just quickly run through. Sorry, my
Okay. So we for the project, practically the the work we had to do
okay.
was to. Okay, are you trying to say something?
No, you can go on. Just summarize, or do you want me to summarize?
You can.
Okay. So
My
quickly, so
project,
that
are
we
you trying
can.
to summarize my project?
What did you say?
Are you trying to summarize what I did?
Yes, because of time, so we
I will summarize
can.
is what I did.
Okay, please go on. This.
Okay, for summary we are supposed to improve on the previous court page. And when I got the page, like if you look at the page, on the left side is the old project, and on the right is what I try to improve on or change. I don't know if you can move the mouse, right? So practically for me, I thought the color was a bit cliche, so I try to, this just preference. So I try to darken the color and change the color a bit, right? Then I try to arrange the shapes. If you can look down for the project, I changed the shapes, arranged them a bit, added some shades, some shadows there, right? So I think basically that was what I was doing, because we already had no, there was no need for us to redo the whole thing. We already had the old structure, so it was just to make some changes on it. You can just scroll down a bit, right? scroll down a bit, right? The same thing for the color schemes, right? For me, it was more of arrangement of these color schemes and the components, the shapes actually. Then I think practically that was everything I did. Then if you can compare from the left and the right, okay, and some images also, some of the images I tried to change them, and the frames they were inside, because I thought, right, and I centered the writings more, instead of just to the side. I thought it looked better from the middle of the whole of the web page, right? So practically that was everything I did. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, please. Um, thank you so much, please. You did
Thank
an
you.
amazing work. Afterwards, I'll just add in some other things. But for now, we're going to be having the software. We're going to be having Ufoma from software testing, and I see that you guys are pumped about your project. So Ufoma, are you ready for us?
Hello, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Okay, you can hear me. My name is Ufoma, and I'll be presenting our project on software testing. But first off, I'm going to say it's been an amazing 1 month. I actually came with a little idea of what software testing was, and even during the first week when we were supposed to be confused and I was almost losing focus to product management, but I knew I wanted software testing, and so I just continued on that path. So prior to the start of this program, yes, I did have a little knowledge on test case or test case documentation, but outside of that, my knowledge wasn't so great. So for the past 1 month, I can say I've actually learned so much actually. Not to talk too much, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Please, can you see my screen? Hello guys, can you see my screen? And can you hear me? Please drop a comment, please.
I can see your screen, Ufoma. Good to go.
Ma's website, and afterwards I came up with this test case which tested all of the fields. So the focus was for sign up and login screens. So for each of these fields, I came up with test cases for both positive and negative, showing negative or current negative scenarios that shouldn't pass, and positive scenarios that should pass. And also, I tested on each of these buttons, the terms, the privacy, and already have an account. And so that is what I have here. I hope the fonts are not so tiny. Let me try to increase this. Okay, so focus was on both Chrome and Firefox browsers. So the statuses for each of them, for each of the test cases, and at the end, I had like a graphical representation of how the tests went for each of the browsers. So there wasn't really much difference. In fact, there wasn't any difference at all. It was the same behavior on Chrome and on Firefox. That's why we're having the exact same graphs here. So I came up with about 62 test cases for both the login and the sign up screens. Okay, 32, that's times 2 for Chrome and Firefox. So that's 64. Then we also asked to come up with a test summary report. So this is like an overview of everything we did, the test process and everything that was involved. So this is it. I did a report description, application overview, talking about the website, and testing scope, defining exactly what was within scope and what was out of scope for this project, and went on to metrics. So the test results were analyzed based on, I did 2 different analyses. The first one on number of test cases. So we have pass, fail, and incomplete. And so there was also a graphical representation here. And secondly, for the status distribution for each of the browsers. So also there was another graph, and then test environment and recommendation. So for this website, after the test, it was found out that currently users are unable to sign up. So you cannot create a new user as at this point in time, which is actually a big issue. So I reported that here, even though it's stated out here in the test case. So like, for example, our first test case here, it's supposed to pass because everything is, all of the fields were properly filled, but because we're unable to create a new user, we had this error message saying logical processors must be a string. I really don't know what that means though. But we also asked to create a bug report, and I just randomly picked some of those bugs found on the test case and presented them here. So I created statuses for each of these bugs. So for 1, 2, and 3, I have the new status, open and closed. So for these ones, they are new because they are not exactly assigned to anybody now. Then also the user impact and the business impact. So 1 for critical, 2 for high, 3 for medium, 4 for low. In this case, for this, the sign up user account creation is disabled. Of course, that is a critical issue for both user and business. So I just defined each of the bugs as such. And yeah, so this was the end result of it. And I think that's it actually. So we're asked to create both test case document, test summary report, and bug reports. And here we go. So that's it. Marvelous. Thank you so much.
Okay, wow. Thank you so much, Ufoma. Amazing. I think I learned 1 or 2. Thank you so much. Honestly, like we've heard Bliss. Okay, Ufoma, so you didn't tell us, did you have so is this your first time as a software tester, or you had previous knowledge?
Well, I had previous knowledge, very, very minute though. But like I said, I had knowledge on test case preparation, but outside of that, like the test summary reports, the bug reports, I had no idea about those. Although I have been studying myself, but I still got to learn new things on this program.
Okay. Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank
So,
you.
in case you're just joining, we had the UI UX team, and then we had the software tester actually tell us about their journey being on CS Launchpad. It has been an amazing 1 month. And the truth is, like I said earlier, learning doesn't stop here. You then have to go ahead and improve your skill. Like for the last cohort, I think we had more than one person get a job from just being here. So this is something, and really, I must thank the organizers. I must thank the sponsors, Testify, Tech for Christ. You're doing an amazing job, and we really appreciate you. And then for the UI UX, it's not easy for you to have come up with that project, with that design. It takes a lot of thinking, a lot of you have to process, okay, colors, what colors am I going to use? You have to do research. And then the software testers, like I said, my software testers, you guys all came ready for me tonight, and maybe I can consider changing to software testing because of you all tonight. So we have, like Liz called her, Minister Mama Ibironke, on the call. So ma, I don't know, do you have a word for us? I'm sorry for putting you on the spot, ma.
It's not me that you would call minister. I don't know what you're doing. Any which way, thank you so much to everyone. I know, yes, it's not everyone that was available throughout the program. Some people like sort of joining late, some they couldn't catch up because of work and stuff like that. But like we said earlier, this is just a platform to introduce you to that field. First thing first we were able to do is to help you identify the area you want to focus on. And that's like the first step. In fact, if that is the only thing you learn from this course, it's worth it, because you just might not know what you have saved yourself from within just 1 month, or within just, even if it's just a week you were active. You sure don't really know how much you have saved yourself compared to spending extra 3 to 4 years trying to, start up a career, and then you would have now been into it fully and then realize that this is not the way I want to go. So, I mean, for being here, or for choosing to be here, congratulations, and thank you for putting in the work, right? I just hope that going forward, you buckle up, right? You then push in all your best. I understand that some teams might have some issues with their learning, but again, it's an intro. My advice is, go for that academy now that you are sure, of the area you want to do. Find a proper academy that would train you, that would mentor you, not only to learn online, right? You need where you will be mentored. You need where they will guide you. You need where they would show you, like that step by step guide, to start up a career fully. Because there's so many academy out there that will teach you how to code, or how to test, or how to PM or anything, but very few of them will give you the guide, for an actual proper work. So yes, I believe that most of your facilitators by now would have told you the next step. If not before the end of today or tomorrow, they will surely tell you the next step while we work on the certificate. And like we mentioned from the beginning of the program, certificates will only be for those that are very proactive and those that finish this to the very end. Because it will be totally unfair if you are only coming here once in a while and you don't even know what we are doing, but you want to have the certificate. So what are you getting the certificate for, right? So the certificate is not like a certification or something. It's just to appreciate you for the effort that you put into the learning. So if you don't put in the effort, you might not as well get a certificate. So that's just the basic thing I want to mention. Another thing I would now say to that is we will share a survey today Yeah, by the end of today, we'll share a survey out where we just want to hear your feedback. Now, that survey, it will help us to know those that are active. Again, those that are not online now and will not watch this session again until probably like next weekend, they'll come back online and come and ask, my team, they are not saying anything, not knowing that we have finished the program. So I will drop the link again this night. And within 5 minutes, in fact, 1 minute, you are done filling it. Just take your time to fill it. Tell us what you think we should have done better to make this experience more flawless. However, for the next cohort, we have learned a lot of things from this cohort that we would be implementing in the next cohort. And next cohort might not be like during the week activities, it might just be 4 Saturdays that is instructor led, just 4 Saturdays. And that 4 Saturdays, you are meant to come online with your laptop and then you learn. That is what we are proposing. That is what we think will happen. However, we are on the side also working with our sponsors to see that we can develop an application where you don't even need us. You can just like sign up, log into the application, learn, attend the weekly meetings, and that. So there are a lot of plans ongoing background. Again, you understand that this is the first of its kind, and it takes a lot of reiteration to get the best out of it. So in the course of the learning, in case if you have not gotten the best at any point, or you are displeased about one thing or the other, this is me saying apologies on behalf of the entire team. And of course, I believe that a lot of people have messaged me. To few ones that have issues, they have messaged me, I've been able to resolve. But for those that joined late that we are not able to resolve it, please do well next time to, join on time and catch up on time with your team. It's always good to learn with people. You know the adage that says that you can go fast as a single person, you can go fast alone, but you can go far with people. So you should really, really work towards working with people rather than joining late and then working alone. Yeah, I think that's what I have to say. Of course, if anybody has question, you can always ask me here. You can send me a DM. You can drop a comment in the chat section.
Talk. Um, I don't know if she's trying to join in, but really, it has been an amazing 1 month. And yeah, I know that we have learned, like Ibironke said, we have learned from this cohort, and then the link is going to be going out. So feel, of course, because we know that you're going to refer your brothers, your sisters, and then we want things to be better. So we are open to feedbacks. When you feel, tell us what we should do better, what we can do better, and then of course, if you then now want to volunteer for the next cohort, you can as well say, I would love to volunteer for the next cohort, or you can chat myself, Ibironke or Ife, to tell us you would like to volunteer for the next cohort. Also, yes, so put yourself out there. The software testing guys, the UI UX, you've done a design, it is amazing. Put yourself out there. Go to your LinkedIn. You could do for example, my the UI UX, my first design. And for a first design, I think you all did amazing. For a first design, really, you did amazing as a UI UX. Hoping to get more. So please put yourself out there. Learn. Okay, so I mean, Mama Ivirinka is back, so I'll just add her so she can round up. Thank you. Like I was saying, put yourself out there, please.
Okay, thank you, Marvelous. Sorry I got cut. I think my phone just cut up. I know that again in the form, like I was mentioning, there are some fields there that will require what you think you should do better. I could see a lot of teams that they are very not interested. I really don't know why people pick interest for a particular field, and then after getting your resources, your facilitators keep coming to the group to even like keep dragging you out, keep messaging, but nobody's even replying. Nobody is even saying anything. I know some groups that nobody's getting the certificates, nobody's graduating because they have, nobody is even saying a word. Like, I mean, that wasn't so cool to get someone leave their job to put in materials, to put in their time just for you, and you were not active online. I mean, I don't know how you want to push in better. I mean, I just feel like every field that is here requires a lot of tasks, a lot of commitment. And if you cannot put in commitment for just the basic of 30 days, right? I really don't know how, you want to put in the very best when you are outside there, when you go for an advanced level. So, of course, not everybody will get certificate, not everybody will graduate, but when it comes to your career, I think that it's something that is very, very important, that you know that it's not just it's not a TikTok dance thing. It's actual work. It's serious work. And you need to put in the work, get the experience for you to even make the money that you want to dream. And I don't want us to be that style of people these days that they don't want to work, but they just want to work, they don't want to make millions. Last now Yahoo. You end up need to go and do Yahoo because no excuse give room for laziness, or no excuse give room for non-commitment. So um I think that'll be all for me. Like Marvelous said, if you have any question, feel free to slide into my DM. And I'm always saying, make sure you're putting the work and effort before you come to my DM. But if I hear that, oh, you didn't even, like someone that have not even been active throughout the program, I don't know what kind of question you want to ask now, because you end up asking what we have already taught you that you did not learn. So yeah, aside from that, I'm your go-to person. I'm always on standby. Thank you, Marvelous.
Okay.
Marvelous,
So
are you there? Okay.
yes, I am. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. That will be all for tonight. Um, we would share further information with everyone on the group. Please, please, and please. I have people who probably did not reply after 1 week, after 2 weeks, and they're like, I'm not used to Slack. Please and please, always. So what I do is I pin my Slack channel, so I know that I have to open it every day, every hour, every just or you can what helps is you can go so Google, you can use your Google Calendar. We should actually make use of our Google Calendar, put a reminder so that you do not actually miss out, because we have some people who are missing out of this project because just because they opened their Slack channel and project had already started. So please, please, please try as much as possible to make use of your calendars, to do list, and then reach out if you have questions. Thank you for joining tonight. See you all on Slack channel. Have a wonderful night rest. Thank you to everyone who presented. It was amazing, amazing, amazing. Thank you all our instructors, our sponsors. And please, if you are not following us, please follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook on Tech for Christ, and also follow on testify_org. Thank you all. Good night.
Good night.